Hi all, Foz here from Hanger 10 Airbrush Studio. Today I'm going to show you how to make a paper shield for your airbrush project. So as you can see behind me, working on this, we're going to be working on this Schumacher piece as a commission. So I've printed a picture of the car that I'm going to paint. Let me turn this around. Now I don't have a big printer, so I've had to print it onto 4 pieces of A4. I've scalpeled out the image, the reference image that I want, and then that leaves me the paper shield which I'm going to use. So all I've got is some masking tape that I'm cutting in slivers, folding it back on itself, working all the way around, and then I'm going to position that onto my canvas. So as you can see with my paper, if you fold it back on itself like that, you're going to have a sticky side, one side that will stick on the paper and a sticky side the other that will stick on your canvas. So I'll keep working my way around this. So I worked my way all the way around now. I've put just a couple of little bits of masking tape, same way, just to hold this where I want it, and that way I know when I lay this onto here, it's going to be in the position where I want it. So you can do it more than once, but you kind of want to get it right first go because it's going to lose its tack a little bit otherwise. So let's try to get that where we want. I mean, you just need to start with your fingers, just working your way round and pushing it all the way in, so it's got a nice bond. I like to play around with it a little bit just to get it as tight as you can. It's not too bad on a car because it's a fairly square shape, but with a person you're going to have limbs and things, so you want to make sure that they're in the right position. And that's about it. With the background, what I've done, I've painted it, lacquered it, and then flatted it down again. That way, if I do get any overspray creep through, it's going to be quite easy to sand off. If I hadn't lacquered it first, I'd be in the realms of touching in the colour back in, which is fine. But being metallic, and I've obviously used a big gun to load the green on, it's not going to atomise the same when you put it out of an airbrush. So you're going to get slightly different hue or slightly off shade there. Just way the metal flakes are going to lay in a little bit of a different way compared to out of a bigger gun. So that's about that. So we take this back off now. Right, that's that bit. What I'm going to do now is go around and mask off over here, just to really limit the overspray, because we want to keep that down. And I'll show you one little tip as well. So you'll notice on the image that the gaps just under the spoiler obviously need to be the same colour as the background. So what I'm going to do, try to tilt that down. You could do this in the same way. You can use your part that you've cut out and stick that on in exactly the same way, but I want them to stay quite still. So what I'm going to do is put my reference image down. Spray that, and now I can scalp all these out and stick them directly on. That way it's going to leave a much crisper edge than the method for the rest of the picture. So I'll scalp all those on, then we'll put those on the picture. Right, there they are. So if we adjust this back up, put our car back where we need it to be, up there. Take my little shield off that I made up. bit fiddly, but it should save us a bit of time in the long run. Right, I've got a couple of little bits that I'll just want to correct while it's easy to. So we'll just make a couple of little more slivers with masking tape. Like that bit there. Oh, it's a fiddly one. Right, now if we take that back off, sorted. Right, time to start some painting. Now, last little tip, what we want to do, I'm going to base the whole image up now, just in black. So what I'm going to try to do is spray from the paper side upwards. I don't want to spray down that way because there's much more chance of the overspray travelling underneath the paper shield. So if I go all the way around the image like this, that's going to give us a much crisper line than if I just start misting over the whole thing. Okay, hope that helps. I'm going to now start airbrushing the actual detail onto the image, so we'll come back to this shortly. Okay, so I've been on this a little while now. Removed my mask, and now I'm going to start working my way around the edge. So if I spin this round, you can see we've got obviously a little bit of overspray that's crept through. So a little bit of wet 1500 grit. I could work my way around the whole image now. And just take off that tiny little bit. And that's going to give us a nice clean sharp image. So I hope you found it useful. Give it a go, let us know how you get on. Thanks, bye.